In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Miss Miranda, open up. This is the police.
Miss Miranda, you're under arrest.
We need you to come with us, sir. Put your hands above your head. Sir, you're under arrest, sir. We need you to come with us. Here, is she perfusing her brain?
So he's stuck in and all as
well? Number 7, step forward. Turn around. That's him. Number 7, get back in line.
So I was thinking, let's try 2 hours of various interrogation techniques.
Yeah, we need to be hard on this guy. Let's hit him. We know you did it.
Come on, just confess.
What did I do?
You murdered this woman after you raped her.
No, I didn't.
Just confess. You'll feel so much better.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Miss Miranda, don't lie to us. We've been through this a lot. We do this all the time. This is our job.
We know you're guilty. You might as well just confess now. We can do this all day.
I promise you, this can go easy or this can go hard. Just tell us how you want it to be.
Hard.
Tell us you did it.
Dude, she gets like this when she's mad, dude. You gotta let her do it. You better tell her. She gets what she wants.
It'll be so much easier.
Alright, Miss Miranda, we're gonna give you one last chance to confess. You must tell us what you did. You need to admit to it.
I'm not confessing to anything.
You need to tell us. This is your last chance.
Give him the wet willy.
Alright, I'll confess.
The signature is all we need.
Brilliant.
I have evidence to bring to the court. Miranda's confession.
Objection, Your Honor. My client felt forced to sign that piece of paper because he was never informed of his right to remain silent. The interrogating officers even admit to this.
The confession can be used. Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. The jury has found the defendant guilty.
It's okay. We'll get him at the appeal.
Welcome. The court has gathered here today to go over 4 cases. The Miranda versus Arizona case, the Manier versus New York case, Westover versus U.S. case, and the California versus Stewart's case. The defendant may now make his case.
Okay. Your Honor, the defendant was not aware of his right to remain silent or the right to an attorney. The police officers interrogating him continually denied his rights. Because he did not know these rights and because he was forced to sign away his right in a confession he did not mean to make, the previous decision by the lower court should be overturned.
I think there needs to be proof in every situation that the suspect has awareness that he may have an attorney and he has the right to remain silent at all times. Also, I think that he, in this specific case, failed to ensure that the defendant's decision to speak to the police was entirely his free will. Hey, do you think college athletes should be paid?
I don't like
I'm for the state because there's no legal precedent saying that you can't put pressure on a suspect. It was his own free will to sign away his confession.
All in favor of Mr. Miranda, raise your right hand. Those opposed to Mr. Miranda, raise your right hand. The decision of the lower court has been overturned by a 5-4 decision.
Congratulations.
I agree with the fact that each person who's tried should be informed of their rights immediately upon being convicted of their crime, but I don't agree with the way that the Fifth Amendment was interpreted, meaning I think that you should be allowed to put pressure on suspects of a crime in order to see if they have actually done something wrong or not, because if not, I feel like it sort of waters down a conviction if you're waiting till somebody who's a professional at getting people off of crimes that they've committed is sitting there coaching you through how to answer each question that a policeman asks you.
I agree with the Supreme Court's decision. I think that any suspects making me nervous should be well aware of their rights, and I think that if they are put in the situation where they are being interrogated, they should know that they have the right to an attorney, because the police are trained in their jobs to try and figure things out and get a confession. So I think that they should definitely be able to have somebody there trained against that just to protect them.
I agree with the ruling because when people are like arrested, it's good that they know that they especially like of course they know that they have the right to remain silent, but stuff like if they can't afford an attorney, they'll be provided, and that anything they say can be against them. I think that's like some people forget that if it isn't said to them, so it's good to know that like even if police officers go like, this is off the record after you've been arrested and stuff, like what happened, and then like they'll say and stuff and then like turn around and use it against you. So yeah, I think it's good, just like a good refresher after you've been arrested to know your rights.
I agree with the Supreme Court's decision because I think you have to be aware of all of your rights before anything concrete can be decided.
I agree with the Supreme Court ruling. I think that no matter what kind of bad crimes they did, they should still be able to know the rights that they have. And I mean, it's not really hard to tell someone to, like, you can remain silent or anything. It doesn't really take that much up, so I don't really see how this is a big problem.
So, I agree with the Supreme Court case because there were a couple important precedents for this sort of same procedure on a more local level. There was an FBI warning that included a warning that the defendant had a right to an attorney, and there are certain military codes that included warning a defendant that they had the right to remain silent as well as the right to an attorney. So I think that guaranteeing those rights away from a more federal level or a military level onto a more local level with the Miranda rights is a pretty important step by the Supreme Court. Also, there are plenty of cases where people can be pressured into falsely admitting to a crime that they did not commit, and I think that any procedure that protects people from doing that in any way definitely helps to protect and guarantee the rights that were guaranteed in the Constitution in the Fifth and Sixth Amendments. So these rights were guaranteed for a reason, and it would be wrong for officers to try to circumvent two of the Bill of Rights amendments. So I think that Miranda v. Arizona was an amazing step to guarantee the rights of people from arresting officers.